What up guys, welcome back. So a few changes on my current strategy for farming scroll, since you guys know that we're not earning any type of points or marks by just swapping on jumper and a few dexes. So right now really my focus is keeping some funds on chain but also providing some liquidity, which I do think it might serve as a multiplier, or even they might use it as a criteria for us to be eligible. So I do think it is a must. First one that I am providing just a little bit of liquidity because I'm not 100% sure with it. It is Rho Markets. The thing that I don't like about it is that it is extremely similar to Sanctum, so I don't really like that. I do feel it is like a copycat of that project, but the good thing is they have been receiving some support from Scroll, so I'm kind of 50-50 with the project. So I'm not really providing a lot of liquidity, as you guys can see. By the way, I just started just a few hours ago, but the good thing is it is extremely underfarmed. So I am providing $178. That is a little bit coming from ETH, and then 144 from USDC. So same BS as Sanctum. You're providing liquidity. For example, we have ETH here, we have Stone, which I'm not a huge fan of, we have USDC, Tether, which is USDT, and we have WST Ethereum, which is Kelp version, which is the liquid version of ETH. Basically, you can just provide whatever you like, and every few minutes you're going to be receiving some points, and the more points you have, obviously the higher chances of you receiving a bigger allocation. So with just the amount of funds that I have on that platform, I am already at 368. So again, nothing crazy, not a lot of funds. Most likely I might add another $100, but then I'm done. Next on the list is, since this is just supplying and not really doing LP, I'm also doing Ambient and Syn Swap. But what I am doing on Syn Swap is that I'm actually using this, which is Kelp. This is another platform that is tokenless. This is the liquid version of ETH. So you just come here to the platform, you do restake, you provide ETH, and then you're going to be receiving some WRSETH. Once you receive that, you go to Syn Swap, and then you add the amount of ETH that you want to provide. So I just added a little bit just to show you guys the process, or actually I converted a little bit to show you guys the process. Once you have it right here, so I added 0.1 or a little bit less. Then you go to Syn Swap, you do pool, you do deposits, and then you add the amount of WRSETH you have. It will add in a balanced portion the amount of ETH that you need. You do deposit, and you confirm, and basically right there I'm providing some liquidity on Scroll. That would be number one. On Ambient, I'm just doing ETH USDC, nothing crazy. You guys know that Ambient is also tokenless, so sometimes I also take a few swaps, and I'm just providing some liquidity there. Other than that, at the moment I'm also using Squid Router, which is a bridge, but if you click on V2, so usually it will be on default on V1, but if you click on V2, you will have the option to swap on Scroll. So you do Scroll, ETH, and then Scroll, whatever token that you would like to receive, and then you swap on it. Since Squid Router is also tokenless, so what I am thinking is, hey, let me just go ahead and push a few transactions per month, so hopefully that can serve as a multiplier, or maybe increase the amount of airdrop that I might receive in the future. Another one is also Jumper, which I use again a few times a month, but since I am more active on other chains like Arbitrum, Optimism, and many others, and I do use Jumper, that's why usually I'm not really using Jumper with Scroll, but it is obviously a good addition if you want to swap a little bit. So again, Rho Markets is one that I'm providing some liquidity. Squid Router, I'm just swapping. Ambient, also swapping, but I'm also providing some liquidity on the pool, which is ETH USDC. And then on Syn Swap, I am providing ETH USDC also, but I just started providing ETH WR, and the other one, which is WRSETH. I'm providing it on two wallets. So this is the smallest one that I have, which is the one that I usually show on live stream or on my videos. And again, the process is fairly simple. You just go to Kelp, Now you use Scroll, which it is actually available on multiple chains. Stake some ETH. You receive the liquid version, which, by the way, you're also earning some APY, which is just 1.79%. So it doesn't really make any changes on the amount of money that you have. Then you go back to Syn Swap and you deposit some funds. Last one on the list is Rollie. Here it is, which is Rollie Finance. On Rollie Finance, what I'm doing is trading. It is a per platform, but that one is specifically for Scroll. We do have other ones like Satoshi Finance, but that one is omni-chain. But specifically for Scroll, we do have Rollie Finance. I actually started farming this a long time ago, but now we have the option to use trading and multiple things, and the airdrop is confirmed. Again, not doing much because it is not a platform that I love, but still, if I can just push a few volume, a few transactions here and there, and hopefully receive an airdrop in the future, obviously I'm gonna do it. So my current rank is 1.5k. I have added just a few transactions, to be honest, but the main thing you need to do is once you trade on it, you go to airdrop access, you go to game, and you will see that you have some points here. Once you reach 50 points, make sure that you click on roll it so you can convert your points to airdrop points. That is the best way to do it, because if you just keep your rolls balanced, you're not going to be receiving any type of airdrop, because your airdrop allocation will be based on the amount of airdrop points that you have. I'm going to be placing the link for everything in the description, but for Rollie Finance, if I'm not mistaken, you do need an invite code. At least that's how it was a few months back. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to try to get a few invite codes and add it in the description box. If these are not valid anymore, just go to Twitter and type Rollie Finance and try to locate a few invite codes. That's basically it. Other than that, I do keep some funds on chain. Usually I'm trying to keep anywhere between $100, $150 worth of ETH, even though I do use that for swapping a few times a week, but then I try to convert it to ETH right away. So for example, I have $100 worth of ETH, swap it for something like maybe USDC, $100, but by the end of the day, I would swap it back to ETH. Just in case, that is a criteria for us to receive the airdrop. I'm just trying to make sure I also have some funds on chain other than the LP that I am providing. So basically that's it. Again, for the LP, it is not confirmed that we're gonna be receiving more marks or more points, but since we don't know and we're just using speculation, it is better to cover whatever we can, and hopefully we can receive that as a retroactive points, just like we did back in December that I told you guys, continue to farm, continue to push some transaction on Scroll even when the gas fees were actually super high, because now obviously paid back because you should have a pretty decent amount of points. So there you go. Any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Most likely this might change in the future whenever we have some more announcement, but for now that's what we got. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.